Es geht direkt los mit Geschenk des Feuers und Vorstoß. Und das habe ich einen Moment noch.
You can get bugs to bring me back something nice. I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what. Get down there and find out.
Das Spiel ist sehr anfällig, wenn man während des Ladevorgangs irgendwas ändert. Von daher werde ich mich ab sofort da zurückhalten. Eine kleine Überraschung habe ich noch. Ich habe gestern noch so ein bisschen rumgespielt mit Reshade und habe das Raytracing eingeschalten und HDR, also Software emuliert.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Quasi, das ist aktuell ohne und dann
Let's rock.
ohne und dann
Movement closing fast. Sentry to pull. See this? Sentry to pull. Secure. What are we looking at in here, Doc?
It could be, I mean, with that structure...
Check this out.
I have no idea.
Wow.
Esther's readings are from the right, mostly.
Hear that?
You see this?
Fucking God!
Gross. Hey, here come our little friends!
I got you back.
Sentry to pull.
Sache.
Patching up.
Endeavour just detected a burst of 511 kilo electron volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Es geht morgens doch nicht um totale Zerstörung. Das ist auch der Grund, warum ich das neue BIOS heute Morgen aufschließe. Es könnte nach hinten losgehen.
Endeavor's ground-penetrating radar is worthless. Place is one big return.
Wieso krieg ich die mal ab?
Incoming! Anyone need gear?
What the hell? Are those Xenos?
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Secure the area first.
Sentry deployed.
Hey, hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout.
Kids here.
Hit only the controls I specify.
Kids here.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Grabbing ammo. Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed. Let's rock.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Sentry deployed.
Eyes
Please head up the ramp.
Incoming! Across the bridge! Sentry deployed.
Anything you can tell us about who built this place?
There's not one hard angle in there. Just curves. Maybe a cultural preference?
Evidence of xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life? Or rats. Hollis Station had rats. Look at the size of this place. I wonder how deep it goes.
Ich wollte die ganze Zeit Treppen hochlaufen.
More bugs!
Unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Later, we got company.
What's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
Grabbing ammo.
We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squishy thing in that room.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output.
Sentry deployed.
could only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
The map seems to label the section
We got
ahead
this.
Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Incoming target.
Sentry deployed.
Port station ready.
Oh fuck, das war meine eigene Granate.
Station ready.
Let's rock.
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the presumed control center?
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Sentry deployed.
Sentry deployed.
Grabbing ammo.
Movement all around. Bunker down.
Pino drone.
Danke, wo sind wir? Scheiße. Genau das wollte ich von.
Second warrior!
Support station ready.
Und da sind sie alle da.
Clear!
Okay, einer war nicht. Schon wieder was klappt.
You're good. They're gone. Patch up and reload.
Grabbing ammo.
I believe I have deciphered the controls. Try farthest left,
Patching up.
lower right bottom, center top.
8 kids here.
Whole damn wall's moving.
Grabbing ammo.
Whoa.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's asset 0. That's where we're headed, Fireteam.
Das Gefühl nicht los, dass wir noch irgendwann.
We've got to secure that alien ship. Shit's liable to get weird.
So ehrlich gedacht ist, das war das zeitliche Gesegnete. Orange Überladungsgeschosse. Das ist eine kleine thermale Explosion beim Schwach. Zum Trefferschau. 2,5 Meter Radius geil. Bildreserven. Das Magazin. Warum muss ich die Scheiße noch nicht mal kaufen?
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Sorry. Aber wir müssen umrüsten. Das war gerade zu knapp.
That must have been made by a member of the Weyland-Yutani team studying the ruins on LV-895. They're strange. The outermost you could mistake for something built by humans. Big slab stone construction. The only weird parts are the doors. The second section has the heads and statues. That's not stone. It looks like it, but samples show woven helical structures. Rigid collagens, aragonite, biopolymers. Bone. Genetically engineered, stronger than steel. Finally, there's the section of carbonized metal, the deepest and most advanced bits. Encased behind the metal are biological systems. I don't know what to make of it. It's like there's 2 or 3 different cultures, different technology levels. But there's a set of characters in all 3 sections. They translate something like, those who birth and kill. Esther says creator-destroyers is probably closer idiomatically.
Huh?
So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Paula Station experimented with. Weyland-Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now, the animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs, and that's when everything went off the rails. That was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial, unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or anything.
Holy crap, you scanned a GEOS datapad? I haven't seen one of those since I signed up. They're a local brand on Gateway Station. Tower 6, level 33. They'd acquire parts from big companies, closeouts, auctions, and assemble them into gear the megacorporations would charge twice as much for. Somebody on Wayland's staff must be my neighbor. I'm from Gateway, born and raised. It's a primary orbital port for the United Americas, built in 2030. We hold geosync over Quito, Ecuador, but we're an independent territory. 30,000 permanent residents, our own rep in the UA Assembly, and our own customs laws. Great thing about hyper... I read you. Let me check what I've got in the back channel. Anything not on the racks, I can pull out of cargo for.
Ja, das haben wir doch schon.
I'm not big on everything that really matters. 2, anywhere we land, it's probably raining. Great thing about Hyperdyne's plastic guns? Okay. Regulations require me to state that the battalion fabricators may not be used to replicate any device and/or system that has not been licensed for use by Colonial Marine Corps Logistics Command. And that's just as my backroom stock. I read you. Let me check what I've got in the back channel.
Die taktische Gelegenheit abschließen. Ich gerne mal ausrüsten.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
War nicht gut. Kaufkraft von 400. Doppelten Schaden.
Entry vector confirmed. Angling for Atmo.
Gerade jetzt reinhauen, sind sie garantiert sauer.
2, 1. Mark.
Voll nach dem Motto, gerade mal so die Kampfkraft erreicht, die man dazu braucht, dann auch doppelten Schaden kassieren. Hey. Ach so, wegen den Rechner, das werden wir in meinem Urlaub machen. Okay. Als Rentner und Investor hat man eigentlich immer Urlaub, aber nie Zeit. Zwischen dem, müsste ich lügen, am 6. kriege ich nochmal eine Impfung. Ich denke mal so ab 8. rum. Dann machen wir mal einen ganzen Basteltag. Gehen alles einmal durch.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Acid Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Yes. So. Oh, wir waren gestern beim Hähnchen. Ich habe mir da einen Big Burger geholt, der war so.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Abends haben wir uns Monster Hunter angeguckt. Echt geiler Film.
Signal's closing. Error unknown. What
Echt
the
geiler
fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Ich hätte gedacht, wir haben da einfach so Grafiken aus dem Spiel reingehämmert und billig abklatscht, aber das ist echt geil gemacht. Erwartet. Ich nicht.
Fireteam,
I got your back.
those aren't people. Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
Well, we didn't even know Wayland had a team down here.
Coming up from the back.
Wenn ich eins hasse, dann sind
Way
das
too many in
Stimmen.
there.
19 Schuss. Eine Magazin.
Check this out.
Gateway station. Earth? Fuck.
Hey, check this. Check this out.
Ich kann nur wissen, wie ich meine Türme gesammelt habe.
Get eyes on this.
Kollege, du hast dich unbeliebt.
What the Stand down.
What?
Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, wenn die darum geht, gehe ich darum, aber weder Weg noch was Verstecktes.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them. Let's move before this thing floats off.
Aber hier mal
Careful
gucken,
what you
was im
touch.
Kilo. Boah, da ist nichts. Da machen wir schnell. Ja, die tun richtig weh, die Scheißdinger.
Catching up.
Who needs an aid kit?
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Kann sich mal um Stunden handeln.
More
Keine Munition mehr.
Download complete. Beginning analysis.
The Leon Stalker.
Jetzt
That was native life. Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly.
Grabbing ammo.
Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
Ich kann der Penner diesen scheiß Turm wieder ein. How can you take back the turret? Wäre so einfach, wenn es in
Fireteam, give me a
Engage
view on that hollow.
Besser gesagt. Voice.
Incoming, both sides!
Das kam echt hart über die Kopfhörer. Audio-Interface ist auch geil. Ich glaube, da werden wir auch noch ein Upgrade machen die Tage. Den Stealer!
More of those abominations! secure. Resume advance.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Rearming.
Grabbing ammo.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Likely necessary to interface with this instrumentality.
Lines out.
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Another ass load of mutants! Clear the deck!
Lines out.
Is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct.
There's a stalker in the room!
Grabbing ammo.
Didn't leave much of this one.
Connecting. No. The data is lost.
Check this out.
That memory unit is too damaged.
Get eyes on this.
Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Pathogen, watch the lower deck.
Rearm.
Clear. Esther, what's your progress?
Grabbing ammo.
Rearming.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Hey, check this.
Door, let's go.
Is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality, Oven, to grow.
Which means...
Humanity, energy capacitors.
Grabbing ammo. Rearming. Aid kit's here. Grabbing ammo.
Access the control instrumentality.
Rearming. Lines out.
Shift deployed. Sentry deployed. Mines up.
Lines out.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Take out those other two. Seeing a blurry return. Probably a stalker.
Slowed 50%.
Don't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end.
Hey, check this. You see this?
Bone. Protective. Withdraw. Two additional capacitors have been exposed. Build-up rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
Another stalker! Keep sharp!
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too.
Thank you for not blowing it up. There's so much we could learn here.
95 Granatwerfer. Schnellwechselmagazin, 50 Repschein, 800 Credits. Ich bringe zu viel Blei in die Gegend. Kampagne abgeschlossen. Jetzt einmal zurückkehren und beim Befehlshaber Offizier zu machen. Ja, damit löst sich, glaube ich, die Gruppe auf. Die war gut. Die war echt gut, ey. Schade.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Deus. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans.
Ist aber schlecht.
That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic lifeforms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat, but the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Palace Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture?
Die Ingenieure sitzen im Keller, nagen an einem großen Stück Fleisch, was der Admin ihnen zugeworfen.
I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.
Heard the new track by Left. So long as your rep's good, I think we can come to an arrangement. I'm not big on chatting up. Okay. Regulations require me to state that the battalion fabricators may not be used to replicate any device and/or system that has not been licensed for use by Colonial Marine Corps Logistics Command. And I definitely don't have an unmonitored fabricator built out of spare parts stashed in a hold somewhere, because that would be wrong.
Und nur was lustig ist. Das lassen wir es. Das Teil ist schon geil. Ist ja nicht sowas wie ein Chat. Monster rein. Dann stimmt uns da ein. Nur Flux einrauben. Das heißt, da sich die Mission sowieso jetzt ändert, war Nummer 3. Ich starte den Stream auch gleich mal neu. Was denn den aktuellen Namen? Ich sag mal, bis gleich so circa 10, 20 Minuten.